Tonight, footballs weren't the only thing flying through the air. How about a little rain, the occasional lightning bolt? We're here to sort it all out.
It's week 2 of Friday Football Frenzy, and it starts.
From RTV6, this is Friday Football Frenzy.
Our thanks to the Lebanon cheerleaders. Good evening. Welcome to week 2 of Friday Football Frenzy. Thank you, Red Porter. Scores and highlights of another busy night. Hot and steamy, certainly as it was. Let's get right to it. Our HTSN Game of the Week, Hamilton Southeastern and Fishers had a great pregame show at 6:30. Kids were pumped. Also, Pasta Bowl 2013. Great folks from Second Helpings taking in pasta donations, some 10,000 on hand. Great show. It was all Hamilton Southeastern, though, at the start. Number 28 is senior running back Demetrius Crockup. If you don't know his story, you should. A year ago, had a torn ACL and MCL. He fought his way back, 69-yard touchdown tonight. But wait, there's more. Crockham again, still in the first, 14-yard touch. Nice little cut back in the lunge, 14-0 Royals. Things got interesting then around halftime. Check your Storm Team 6 app. Rain's moving in, lightning in the area. That brings out that mandatory delay as they emptied the stands. After the delay, they're back at it, and the momentum swings to Fishers. Connor Christensen on play action finds a wide-open Jay-Sean Harris. 41-yard touchdown, game tied at 24, and then Christensen again, back to Harris. This time the IU recruit does the rest, races into the end zone. Tigers up 31-24. Meanwhile, tailback Maurice Campbell adds a 6-yard touchdown. Fishers is up 38-24 in the fourth. That's when more lightning arrives. The game will resume at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Another powerhouse matchup tonight. Cathedral hosting, or check that, at Warren Central. Crazy to think both are going into this looking for their first win this season. Warren Central, the Dark Unions, that's Tyrone Young running at you. Touchdown puts the Warriors up 47-21. So the Irish needing a little more than luck. Colin Barthel hits Terry McLaurin. McLaurin is hit out of bounds. That's a personal foul, and it led to this. Barthel finds Evan Wiggum for the touchdown. And how about Cathedral tonight? Now 0-2. Warren Central gets it done. 42-28 is the final. If we've learned nothing from week 1, it's that Noblesville has become a player this season. A nice win over Fishers last week, but this week at Brownsburg. Okay, there you have it. Brad Brown was there. Brad.
Dave, thanks. Good evening. Millers coach Lance Scheib told me during our HTSN pregame show his team learned a lot about themselves in that win over Fishers, namely how to finish a game, hoping for another solid effort tonight at Brownsburg. Nice effort by the Brownsburg kids this week. A red out for Riley night. They raised more than $8,000 for Riley Children's Hospital. Students gave up the purple shirts for red. Coaches, too. Riley kids Noah and Braden helping out on the coin toss. Noblesville able to strike first in this one, though. Great misdirection play for the offense. Not that way. It's this way. Zach Cable. Mad dash for the end zone, and the Millers, with that score right there, would take a 7-0 advantage. But their defense turned out to be the big story tonight. Tyler Welch for Brownsburg, nowhere to run, taken down in the backfield. Brownsburg would manage just a lone score in the fourth quarter as Noblesville goes to 2-0 with an impressive 26-6 win. Ben Rice kicked 4 field goals for the Millers, and they will take on Zionsville next week. Let's head down State Road 267 to Plainfield. Quakers in complete control against Danville. Senior Josh Miller finds a seam. One good move, and there he goes. 25 yards for the score, part of an easy 55-16 win tonight for Plainfield as the Quakers improved to 2-0 as well. Another big rivalry game tonight was down in Columbus. East, ranked #1 in 4A, beats North 48-13 as the Olympians go to 2-0. Other #1s that win tonight were Buff in 3A and Ritter in 2A. Dave?
Good info. Thanks, Brad. Many thanks to Lawrence Central. They hosted our Good Morning Indiana tailgate. Tonight, the Bears hosted North Central. Second quarter, North Central's Devon Roberson takes the pitch, and he's gone 35 yards for the score. In fact, the biggest hit he takes in this play is from his own teammate in the celebration. 10-7 North Central. The Bears fans hoping to rally from there, and, well, it works. Tyler Redfern to Kenny Jones here for the touchdown. Lawrence Central holds on to win it 34-31 over North Central. Sky Camp 6 once again fired up tonight, and doing so on a Wright night. Kent Wright and Bud Wright all in one. It's week 2 of our Friday Football Frenzy Flylights.
Friday nights can be music to your ears, especially if you begin the Labor Day weekend at Conner Prairie, but it's touchdowns which get a standing O at venues like this. It's Lebanon High School, our first stop, as they welcome Friday Football Frenzy. It's a little out-of-conference game for the Tigers as tonight they host Greenfield Central, and they're trying to go 3 in a row against the Cougars here tonight.
I expect some motion, not the trips.
Head coach Kent Wright sees things headed for a third straight win, and thanks in part to his son. Number 25 is Jamison Wright, picks up 32 yards on this carry. Then second quarter, the Tigers go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. His senior quarterback Isaac Harker stretches in for the score. Lebanon breaks a 7-7 tie.
You know, I am an anchor man, so I have to ask, what's the theme tonight?
Stay classy.
Stay classy like Stay Classy San Diego?
No. Stay classy, Lebanon!
Nathan Kincaid scores one for the special teams, a 22-yard field goal. That's when the lightning blows in. Lebanon leads 30-7. Game postponed until 11 a.m. Saturday. From Kent Wright to Dad, Bud Wright, as his Sheridan Blackhawks hosted Hamilton Heights, and from Skycam 6, the Huskies' Monty Reed with a 49-yard touchdown toss to Grant Weatherford. Heights up 12-0.
We're greeted here by the Sheridan Student Council. Your name real quick?
Mindy Dell.
Yeah.
Kelsey Waite.
And?
Tucker Rose.
And what do you guys have here?
We have Blackhawk Brats and Bud Burgers.
Bud Burger for Bud Wright, Blackhawk Brats. Let me taste one here real quick. Oh. Tastes like a winner to me.
But what's not a winner? Lightning. It moves in. They quickly evacuate the stands for safety, banned equipment and all. A few Friday Football Frenzy T-shirts for the road, and we leave to empty bleachers with the game set to pick back up Saturday at 3:30 with Heights leading 12-0. It's week 2 of our Frenzy Flylights.
Still to come tonight, a true IPS reunion. How about Shortridge playing Washington? Friday Football Frenzy continues. Well, take you down to the Buckeye State. 6'8", number 5 Pike playing at Cincinnati Moeller. Moeller, a powerhouse down by the river. The Red Devils really not phased. Running back Taylor Sanders to the left side, knifing in for the score, but Pike's going to need a little bit more of that. Game still going on. Red Devils down 23-14 in the 4th quarter. More highlights for you tonight, and the return of 2 historic schools in the city, Shortridge and Washington, returning for full seasons this year. Jason Spells with that, plus Cecina at Speedway.
It's a rivalry renewed between IPS foes Washington and Shortridge. The schools meeting for just the 2nd year in a row after a football hiatus for the programs. The Blue Devils all about the ground and pound. Second half, Shakir Smith, a 7-yard run. Shortridge up 14-0. Still in the half. Here comes the pound from the Devils. Varius Wilson is the first to get his hands on the Continental's quarterback. He's joined by 5 other defenders for the sack. Shortridge never tested in the big win. A couple of undefeated teams meeting on the west side. Speedway hosting Cecina. Both schools ranked in the top 10 in 2A. In the 3rd quarter, Speedway's Damon Simmons misjudges the punt, and Crusader Rocky Leffler comes up with it. Nolan Ayers then capitalizes, hitting Aaron Leffler for the score. Speedway trying to get back in it. Nick McCormick looking for the Notre Dame recruit Justin Brent. Instead, he is picked off by Ayers. Cecina goes on to win it and win big by a final of 35-0. I'm Jason Spells for Friday Football Frenzy.
And we're not done. One more stop time. Photographer Shea Goodpasture taking in South Decatur at Eastern Hancock. All Eastern in this one. Bryce Spiegel on the end of this 38-yard touchdown pass, part of a 2nd straight win for the Royals. An easy one, 50-6, the final at home. Reminder, scores and highlights always available 24/7 on our website, theindychannel.com. Just look for the Frenzy link. Not to be forgotten, it's Labor Day weekend, and in Claremont, that means the return of the U.S. Nationals 59th year. Qualifying beginning tonight. How about Brittany Force, one of John's daughters, leading top fuel, a 382 at 1,000 feet, 313 miles an hour. Bob Taska leads funny car. Alan Johnson leads pro stock. Matt Smith leads pro stock. A couple other quick notes. Fever win at New York tonight. Indians win 4-3. They'll wrap up their home portion of the schedule coming up tomorrow on HTSN. I'm Dave First. Have a great week.